electric sports. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, home of the 3rd annual Shredfest.
First time I showed up, it was like I had been there since its inception. Everyone's saying hi, bringing me in. This is the most welcoming community I've ever seen. Oak City Onewheel, it is a family. On any regular ride, we're gonna have Onewheels, EUCs, scooters, and e-skates. We allow every kind of PEV. It invites all sorts of people that might just be dipping their toe into the PEV world and allows them to come out.
I would say this year there was so much work done in terms of preparing the land. That was a lot of the early work that went into place. You know, volunteer work days, people coming out with skills, with heavy machinery.
We wouldn't have the drop gate. We wouldn't have float track. We wouldn't have all these things if it wasn't for all these people that we have in the community coming together and bringing their distinctiveness.
We learned a lot in the first 2 years to stop trying to do things with shovels and hand tools. It was worth the cost if we could get the funds to bring in the heavy machinery and to quickly do what 100 people could do in a couple hours.
Just about everyone has a hand in Shredfest, whether it be organized volunteers or volunteering themselves or a 501c3 nonprofit. We've always been really, really conscious on our budgeting and making sure that every penny that we get donated to us is going to the cause and really trying to make it the best event for everybody. The float track has gone over so many different upgrades over the last year. One of the ones I'm really proud of is the squirrel nest. It's a 4.5 foot tall starting platform. The architect of the squirrel's nest, his name's Eric. So he built the squirrel's nest. And then our own mad scientist, Jared, he made a random timer. So it's 10 to 13 seconds. So when I click that button, I can tell the racers what to do and walk away. And then within that window of time, randomly, that gate's gonna drop and we're gonna have a race on our hands.
There's squirrels all around Raleigh, or like some squirrel statues, so we really lean into that hard. Squirrels are so funny, the way that they move and their tails and stuff, and it's like, that's how you are on one wheel at first. You're just like,
One of the craziest things is, and it made me really realize how special Oak City was, it's when we were at Float Life Fest 5, we had 25 squirrels that went out there. We're like, hey, it's Jersey Day on Saturday, and all these Oak City jerseys from Shredfest were all being worn on Float Life Fest 5 on Saturday. And there are people that I had met one time. They live in Arkansas. There was a guy from like North Dakota wearing these jerseys. And it's just truly awesome how much of a brand our club is. I mean, I never would have thought that I'm going to have a freaking huge squirrel costume that I would wear in public for these silly people.
Oak City Shredfest isn't just Oak City. You see our guys that come from Florida and DC and the California guys. We have our little rivalries, but we're all best friends. Aside from the racing and aside from the track, that's the real value. You're a big family. We're a big one-wheel family.
If you're Oak City Onewheel, you're family. You're gonna be welcome anywhere. It's exceptional.
A couple of the guys, they were very excited about Float Life Fest, but we learned it was moving to Bentonville, and they had the idea of doing our own festival here in Raleigh, North Carolina, to keep something on the East Coast. What was unique about our group is volunteer-based, right? We're not, nobody's trying to like build something that make them be their corporation or whatever. Instead, it was this kind of nonprofit perspective that brought in a ton of volunteer effort to build out these trails and create the float track. That was the beginning of Oak City Shredfest, was just a bunch of riders who wanted to have a camp out on a big piece of land. And then wanted to invite all the people that we had started to meet when we would travel to cities.
Oak City Shredfest, it's been growing every year, both in amount of participants, attendees, and just in scale of the things we're doing. I know this year we have well over 400 attendees. Last year, I think we were right at the cusp of 400. And the year before, the first year of Shredfest, I think we're in the high 200s. If you are a very serious racer, you can come out and compete with some of the best one-wheel racers in the world. If you don't care about racing and you just want to come for the family, the festival atmosphere, it's there as well. It's truly the only one-wheel event that has everything built in. We're the only circular race track in the one-wheel world right now. So as far as a spectator, you're able to watch them pass, you're able to watch all of the crazy action, as opposed to just getting one glimpse as they fly down the track. Everything is family oriented. We even have kids races. If you aren't into racing and maybe you're a stunter, then we have an entire Stoke park for just tricks. At Shredfest, there is going to be activities for everybody.
At Oak City Shredfest, there's not just racing or the track or the trails. There's the trick space, all kinds of ramps and things to slide on and jump off. And then there's guys like me during the tricks that get to sit on the sideline and watch that. I'm not much of a trickster. I've chilled out a little bit over the last year.
I love the fact that Oak City Shredfest is a place that just everybody can come together and grow as a community.
It's like welcoming everyone to our city. Oak City Shredfest is like, hey, come to our place. This is our city. We want to show you around. It's all here.
The thing that really impressed me about the PEV community at large, people are very encouraging. There's not an attitude of you have to ride like me, or you have to ride like this, or you have to do that.
I've developed some really strong, lifelong friends in such a short time. We got each other's backs.
We've got some extremely charismatic people in our group who just love meeting people and can make just about anybody feel welcome really quickly. That key ingredient is I think what helped make Shredfest happen, because everybody, when they come here, they feel like they're part of the Oak City Onewheel family. Once you're here, you're in. I mean, it doesn't take long for that vibe to kick into place.
People really encourage you to express yourself. Find your Stoke, find your flow, find the thing that puts the smile on your face. For me, I call it the search for animal chin. That comes over from skateboarding days, and animal chin is just simply that satisfaction, that joy, the smile, the feeling that you get when you get on your PEV and you want to do a trick, or you want to drop off that curb, or you want to just ride from here to there. Whatever that is, that's the search. And finding Animal Chin has been something that makes me emotional. Something that has been a part of my heart since skateboarding in the 90s when the Bones Brigade released the video, The Search for Animal Chin. And the search hasn't stopped.
Oak City is more than just a riding group. We're a family. We have some unique habits. We stop for kids, we teach strangers, we celebrate all growth. We want to see our newcomers develop confidence and our seasoned riders become legends. There are fast and slow rides, bar crawls, karaoke nights, repair parties, and costumed rides. Our rides are full of laughter. Our diverse skills and roles make everyone feel like they have a place, and we welcome others who can enjoy our spectrum of interests, skills, and personalities. We are Oak City Onewheel, and we're so glad you're here with us.